The fifth verse is perhaps one of the most famous in the entire Dhammapada. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone. This is an eternal law. Such profound wisdom in this short sentence. Hatred never ceases by hatred. If someone hurts you and you hurt them back, what happens? Does it end there? No. They'll hurt you again, you'll hurt them again, and the cycle continues endlessly. Think about family conflicts. When siblings fight, one says, "He did this to me," and the other responds, "Well, you did that to me first." Then comes, "That was because you did this before." There's no end. You can't even remember who started it. The resentment and retaliation become so tangled together. Neighborhood disputes work the same way. One side makes noise, so the other deliberately makes more noise. Then there's revenge, and on and on. Eventually, people forget why they were fighting and just hate for the sake of hating. This is the nature of hatred. Hatred breeds hatred, which breeds more hatred. It's endless. So what's the solution? The Buddha tells us, only by non-hatred, by love, can hatred cease. Love might sound like a difficult word, but it's simple. It means a mind without hatred, a heart that doesn't hold grudges, forgiveness. When someone hurts you, instead of paying them back, you break the cycle. This person hurt me, but I won't do the same. I'm stopping it here. I know how much courage this takes. When you're hurt, angry, and want revenge, choosing to let it go is incredibly difficult. But that's true courage. That's true strength. Weak people strike back. Strong people break the cycle. Look at history. Even wars between nations follow this pattern. One side attacks, the other retaliates, then more retaliation. Hatred continues for centuries. What ended those hatreds? Not greater violence. It was forgiveness, reconciliation, and love. The same is true in our personal lives. Let me tell you about a family. A father and son didn't speak for decades. They'd had a terrible fight when the son was young, and neither would back down. They lived like enemies. When the father was on his deathbed, the son visited the hospital. Without saying a word, he took his father's hand. The father, also without speaking, held his son's hand tightly. They didn't need to discuss who was wrong or who should apologize. They simply let go of the hatred. They released the bitterness. In that moment, decades of resentment melted away. My friends, hatred doesn't end with more hatred. Only love, only forgiveness, only a heart without bitterness can end it. I want to ask you today, are you caught in a cycle of resentment? Will you find the courage to break it? The sixth verse asks us a fundamental question. Those who don't understand death never stop quarreling. Those who understand it cease their quarrels. Death. We all know about it, yet we all want to avoid thinking about it. But the Buddha tells us to look at death directly. That's actually how we learn to live better. Who are those who don't understand death? They know intellectually that death will come someday, but they don't really grasp it in their hearts. They think, I'm still relatively young. I'm still healthy. Death is still far away. These people act as if they'll live forever. They get angry over small things, fight about trivial matters, obsess over unimportant issues. They spend years in disputes with neighbors over property lines. Families become enemies over inheritance. People cut off relationships over pride. Why? Because they think they have unlimited time. They think they can always reconcile later, solve problems eventually. But those who truly understand death are different. They know time is limited. They know there's only so much time to see the people they love, to live this precious life. And what difference does that make? Petty quarrels seem petty. My time is too valuable to waste fighting over this. Pride becomes easier to let go. Can I take this pride with me when I die? Wouldn't it be better to reconcile now? Resentment becomes easier to release. Do I want to die carrying this bitterness or with a peaceful heart? Let me share a story with you. There was a man who spent his entire life fighting with his siblings over money. Who got more? Who did less for their parents? Endless arguments. Then at 80, he fell seriously ill. The doctor said, "You don't have much time left." That's when he realized, what have I been doing with my life? I spent it all fighting with my brothers and sisters. I'm going to die soon, and I can't take the money with me, can't take the pride with me. What was I doing? He called all his siblings together and said, "I was wrong. Please forgive me. Let's spend whatever time is left as a real family." His siblings cried and forgave, and in those final months before he passed, that family became truly close for the first time in their lives. Just before he died, he said, "This is what living really feels like. I wish I'd done this sooner." My friends, our time here is limited. Even if we live 100 years, that's only 36,500 days. Each day is precious. Isn't each day too valuable to waste on fighting? Remember death. Paradoxically, it makes life richer. It stops quarrels, enables reconciliation, opens our hearts to love. If today were your last day, if this moment were your last, what would you do? Who would you reconcile with? Don't wait. Do it now. Now, we come to the 7th and 8th verses, which teach us about self-control. First, the 7th verse. Those who are led by their senses, who overeat and are lazy, are like weak trees broken by the storm. What does it mean to be led by our senses? We have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. These senses constantly tempt us. Look at that. How attractive. Smell that food. Delicious. This music is wonderful. I want more. Being pulled along by these sensory pleasures, lacking self-control, that's the problem. Take overeating as an example. There's delicious food. Eating it brings pleasure. So we have 1 bite, 2 bites, more and more. Even when we're full, we keep eating because it tastes good. In that moment, we're happy. But what happens later? Stomach ache, indigestion, weight gain, health problems. Laziness is the same. I'll rest today. I can do it tomorrow. Just 1 more day off, then I'll work hard. Day after day of putting things off, and before you know it, a month has passed, a year has passed, and nothing has been accomplished. Time just slips away. The Buddha compares such a person to a weak tree. A weak tree has shallow roots and a thin trunk. When the weather is good, it's fine. But when a storm comes, it breaks immediately. People who lack self-control and are led by their senses are the same. In ordinary times, they seem okay. But when life's challenges come, when difficulties arise, they can't handle it and collapse. Without taking care of health, just eating whatever they want, when illness comes, they have no strength to fight it. Without disciplining their mind, just doing whatever they feel like, when disappointment comes, they have no resilience. Without controlling their spending, just buying whatever they want, when financial hardship comes, they have no resources. Now, let's look at the 8th verse. Those who control their senses, who practice self-restraint and diligence, are like a mountain of rock that stands firm in the wind. Controlling our senses doesn't mean eliminating them. It doesn't mean never eating delicious food or listening to beautiful music. It means not being controlled by them. It means moderation. Enjoy good food, but don't overeat. Rest, but don't be lazy. Have fun, but don't be self-indulgent. This is self-control. And diligence means steady effort. Every day, even if just a little, doing good things, building good habits, caring for our minds, taking care of our bodies. The Buddha compares such a person to a mountain of rock. What is a rock mountain? Solid, heavy, unshakable. Storms can't move it. Rain can't wash it away. People who practice self-control and diligence are the same. When life's difficulties come, when trials arise, they stand firm. Why? Because they've been building strength all along. They've built health, mental strength, and good habits. Let me tell you about someone I know. This person practiced self-control their whole life. From youth, they woke early, exercised regularly, ate moderately, controlled their anger, read daily, and meditated. People around them said, "Aren't you living a bit too strictly? Why not relax and enjoy life?" But they stayed steady on their path. Now, past 90, they're still healthy and vibrant. Strong body, clear mind, walking and reading every day. Meanwhile, those who said, "Life is for enjoying, let's have fun," and lived without self-control, what happened to them? Many struggled with illness in their 60s and 70s, or have already passed away. Then people understood, self-control isn't restriction, it's freedom. It's not oppression, it's strength. My friends, self-control doesn't restrict us. It actually liberates us. Not overeating makes the body feel light. Controlling anger brings peace of mind. Overcoming laziness brings satisfaction. Even small changes are good. Starting today, try practicing self-control in just one area. Eating a bit less at one meal. Holding your tongue once when you're angry. Walking for 30 minutes a day. Small acts of self-control, when accumulated, will make you as solid as a rock mountain.